Well, Jake, thanks for sending me your file. I'm happy to give you some feedback. Sorry it takes so long on a Saturday, but there's a few other things going on. As you noted, yeah, your cover, you're going to have to put some things on there. I would imagine at a minimum, literacy link as the main title and as a subtitle, writing resistance. You could also choose, it's optional, to put a volume number, year, etc. Yes, and we're missing the table of contents. And you're right, you don't have to put table of, you can just put contents. But then we expect some material over here. Um, I would say the folio is slightly close if we're going to put these big blocks of color here, slightly close to the blocks. So I would suggest moving the folio down slightly. Um, okay, here, as this is a secondary title, um, it really doesn't need to be broken into columns, and this column is rather wide right there. So I'd probably just make this one column, and I'm guessing, that you would be under 75 characters in width, I'd hope. And of course, you need your title, and I would avoid indenting the first paragraph. It looks like this one got really indented, double indent or something. And this one, okay, so it looks like um, the whole, I see what's happening. Um, let's see if I have InDesign open. I do. So, I know this is not what you're working on right now. So let me just add a page and I'll show you how this would work. Let's see. Drop a couple pages in there. Okay, another one. All right, and now I'm just going to add some text. And I'm going to insert some placeholder text, and I don't want it that big. Oh, heavens. I want body copy size. Let's see if I have a character style for this. Oh, good, I do. Body copy. Oh, I don't want drop caps. Okay, I better make another one. I was not expecting to get into all this. My apologies. Oh, I don't need that. I need paragraph styles. Duh. Drop cap plus. Okay, here we go. Let's keep it simple. Body cap. I guess this should just be body copy, right? Through one letter. Heavens, no. All right, so now we've got roughly some body copy, although the leading on it is out of control. But just for the sake of things, let's continue to fill with placeholder text. Okay, now let's also split this into two columns, since yours is right now, even though I want you to do it in one, so hang with me. You'll see what I'm up to in a second. This is what's happened. Okay. So if I'm correctly using the margins, I would line up, even in the bottom. And then you notice, in theory, this is going to line up perfectly, so the gap is right there. It looks like it's slightly off, but oh, am I going to fix this too? I'm going to fix this too. Okay. Here, it has to also be 0p9 if their two are going to line up. Okay, now let's see. All right, there it is. It's lining up beautifully. Well done. Now, I am ready to show you my example of what went wrong with the tabs tool, I think. I think you accidentally moved the bottom one, and see how it moves everything over? And then you managed to move the top one, and you got an indent. So see how that pushed that off? Now let's look back at your document. Let's see if I'm right. You see that? That one, thanks for reading, which should be spread out as separate words, is at the edge of the margin. This got pushed over, and then a tab got pushed over. That's what created this great big gap, I'm guessing. I can't tell because I can't see your image or your real document. Okay, this is looking much better. You remember, type in a box, you need to put space in it, so it's very strange that this is touching the edge of the blue. I know you like margins, so I guess we could leave it. Why run all the way across? I mean, we could indent it to this, make an alignment, and put letters, literacy, and then underneath it, and resistance. Nothing wrong with that. Might even make the type bigger. This is good. It is strange. Okay, just imagine a ruler line right here. That this is dropping down and this is going up. Ideally, we'd want this to be lined up with that, to be lined up with that. So, and this is the stepping stone. That is a okay stepping stone. Remember, main article can use more than one. So using only one is like, that's why I'm saying, it's okay. But it is strange that we have another one starting with the stepping stone. And look how narrow these columns are. You know that line length comes in two problems. It could be too long or too short. This is an example of too short. Okay. These are excellent columns. The sizes of these are really good. The indents are deep. Too deep but that's okay. It's odd that there is a drop cap here. It's good that there's a pull quote on this, but of course you don't want it overlapping with type. And the references treated well. Okay, good. Resisted negative and hope having. Interesting. It does seem not as important as this one, but still, perhaps, you could see this call for paper almost beating this. So, I would make this a little more larger. After all, you do have this whole page. You could say resisting negativity. And then right where negativity is off, you could go for the hope of happiness. Or maybe right up here, hope of I don't know. You don't want to indent the first paragraph, and you do need some form of stepping stone. Here we're missing that. Okay, this is interesting. Do we need to be split into three for a secondary article? Probably not. This is a better arrangement, although again it has this weird edges. Like it should be right here with no indent on the first paragraph. A drop cap with no indent. That's much better. You could do that here. And it does look like it should come over to this far, so it looks like a little narrow. And then the way it jags out right here and right here, very strange. But I'm sure we can fix that. I'm not really worried about the back cover. It's not critical. Thought sphere, by the way, nice and tight. I like how you got this all pulled together in there. It's a little tight on these edges, but I like how you interlock the words and how tight the leading is between thought and sphere. So good job on that. Notice your indents again, way too deep. So yeah, let's make the main look a little bit more main. And typeface choices are good. Color choices are good. We're working with a lot of boxes, so we just have to remember, when type is in a box, don't let it touch the edge of the box. Yeah. Okay, that's my main feedback. I do hope you find it useful and helpful. Thank you.